What is happening, everybody? Joseph coming your way. This is Final Fantasy IX Weapon Man run. Okay, so why are we back in Trino? Well, I wanted to show off real quickly before I start back where I was how to get a power belt when entering Trino. So let's go ahead and skip through this text here. Yeah, so okay, so we're controlling Steiner here. And one of these active time events is called Trino Tradition. And during Trino Tradition, you're walking around as the princess, and someone's getting chased, and if you don't react, yeah, you lose a whole bunch of money. Either 1,000 or I think 500, but if you react, then whatever, then you get stolen, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so now as Steiner, we want to go to the synthesis shop, and on our way to the synthesist, we will see the person who stole from the princess. And this is Gilgamesh. Yeah, obviously. And there you go, you get a power belt for 1,000 gil there. So that's pretty cool. So that is how you can get the very first power belt in the game. I really wish I'd gotten it at this time. Would have made this area a little easier. Let me go back to the title screen, reset, and go back to where I was before. Okay. So, yeah. Go. And here we are at the Iifa Tree. And let's go ahead and head into the Iifa Tree. Yeah. And here we are. Apparently it's a little more high-tech than it appears to be on the outside. Pretty cool. And yeah, even though Eiko lives right next to the Iifa Tree, she has never been inside of the Iifa Tree, which makes sense. I mean, why would you travel in here? And yeah, the platform, you gotta stand on it in order to advance anything, so yeah. And everyone's gonna go with Zidane, and we'll see where this platform takes us. And remember the Triforce looking symbols on that you see here on this platform and on in other areas as well. It's has some symbolic purpose. You can get a couple treasures here. You can get a few items. You can fight Draco zombies here, but I don't have Quina, so I'm not gonna worry about fighting them. Most of the enemies here are also undead, so you can do what you did in Final Fantasy 5 and 6 and hit them with Phoenix Downs and they'll just go down immediately. So that's why we're getting them from chests. There's another high potion, and this act is pretty much going to be done. It's going to be done pretty soon, so we'll be able to buy those potions. We'll be able to buy high potions very soon, which is very nice. And as we're going to need them, we are definitely going to need them. The button I just pushed gave us that access to that treasure over there with the ether in it. So, and we get Lamia's flute, cool. And this treasure that you may not see in this little corner gives you a remedy, very nice. And we got an encounter. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I'm recording in a different place now. I'm recording in my room in my apartment instead of my office/studio. Whatever you may well call it. Draco Zombie goes down easy with a Phoenix down. Phoenix down, then a physical will take him out easily. And they yield 3 AP. So it's they're an easy kill, and you get 3 AP from it, and you get a lot of XP from it too. So yeah, that's worth it in this area. Good place to level grind. 800 XP. It's a pretty cheap kill, but I don't really care. I do want to check a few things. Yeah, okay, alright, AB up, yeah. Everyone needs ability up. Like, that's just a no-brainer. Like, that has to happen. Same thing with Zidane and Mithril and MP attack. I do want to get Beast Killer for him as well. I've Undead Killer. I want to get him started on these killer attacks for sure. Counter actually is really good as well. I'm gonna want that. So yeah, I want to start learning all these good passive abilities for my players. This way, when new players come along, we'll be able to learn stuff from them. So I want to double up on a lot of these abilities, like clear-headed. So this way, one good boss fight can just have us learn all of this stuff. It'd be great. So Lamia's Flute just teaches a whole bunch more spells. Stone of Silence Float. Never really used them. So the Golem's Float's still the way to go for regen. It's nice. Let's see. Yeah, Insomnia. Definitely want her to have that. Enemies, some of them will use sleep abilities, but it's just good to have, since a lot of enemies later on in the game will be able to inflict not one but many status effects on your players, which is going to be quite troublesome if you don't have the proper passive abilities. So there we go. Yeah, I'll be able to record these pretty easily now because I'll be able to record them in a place where I won't be bothered, just because I've got my a TV that I lent somebody. I got it back, so I'm able to use that to provide a separate screen while I record on OBS Broadcaster. So, which is what I'm using. I'm recording the screen, the window, with OBS Broadcaster. That's how I'm doing this. So. Yeah, good stuff. And there's going to be there will be a couple of encounters here. Very easy pickings because they're all undead. Gonna fight some zombies first. And then we'll fight a Draco zombie, which, like the one I just fought, will go down easily with a well-placed Phoenix down. So, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I should have equipped Undead Killer on Zidane, but I think we'll be okay fighting these 3 zombies, I believe. Yep. And Zidane is tranced. Excellent. Good. We'll have... and we should be okay. Yeah, the Phoenix Downs, they'll either kill an undead monster outright, or they will inflict, or get them to critical. Whoa! Yeah, quite an impressive attack there by Zidane. If he takes out that second one, Sarah's gonna hit the third one with the Phoenix Down, where either Echo or... oh, nope, never mind, that was an instant kill. Good one-shot kill there. With the Phoenix Down, excellent. That appears cheap, but hey. It's Weapon Man Run. I mean, I can use items during a Weapon Man Run, right? I can use items to kill enemies. It is very cheap, though. So yeah, we're as we go down the trunk of this tree, we're starting to ask like questions about how the mist actually is like dispersed through the roots of the Iifa Tree. And Vivi seems to have some kind of introspection on how that may be, by thinking that it might be a connection between the mist, black mages, and Kuja. So, as troubled as Vivi is, he's a pretty perceptive individual. Might I say myself? If I say so myself. There we go. Proper phrase. So yeah, level 5 death. So if any of your players are multiple 5, they're gonna be gone. So Vivi and Zidane are both done for, which is fine. I kind of don't really mind that. The only two getting AP and XP here are Sarah and Neko. That will do quite well. Yeah, level 5 death, and if you eat a Draco zombie with Quina, you can learn level 5 death for yourself, which is excellent. And I suggest you do that if you are playing casually and using magic and other abilities that use MP. Because level 5 death can allow you to do some serious power grinding, and I will show that off. I will demonstrate that as I play through this game and as we get into the exploration and combat portion of the game, which is coming very soon. And Sarah, I just skipped that text box, but Sarah was like, didn't Mog say that she sensed something? And Zidane's like, it looks menacing enough. It looks like there should be something down there. So yeah, you don't even need a spiritual being such as Mog to make that distinction, which I agree with. I'm actually going to use these high potions now because I don't want to use these regular ones. Even though I do have a whole ton. Yeah. Now if you're going to fight this, there's going to be a boss coming up. And there's no enemies here, so you don't have to worry about stuff. You can run around freely. There are some things you can get here, an elixir, that being one of them. And you can get a brigandine, very nice. Which I believe will teach Zidane. Finally, Zidane gets access to the ability up, secondary ability. But I don't want that now because I want him to still learn these. Still want him to learn antibody and locomotion and stuff. So, and Zidane is in plenty of fights to where I don't really need to worry about him. This is pretty funny. Like I said, I don't need to worry about Zidane getting any AP enhancing abilities because he's going to be in plenty of fights anyways. So, so Zidane, from Eiko flirting with Zidane, Zidane's like, "Oh, I've been treating Sarah this way. That's not a good idea." So Zidane now becomes self-aware of how desperate and cringy he may be acting towards the lady he likes so much. And what I just did is trigger the boss of this area, which we're about to fight in a few minutes, or a few seconds, rather. And so I'm thinking maybe we have to go even further down. And here we are. And what's in this wall here? Oh! Something going on. Oh, look at this thing. So this is the Soul Cage, and this is related to a character who we'll be encountering much later on in the game, in my opinion. And it's just a theory that I have. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it is not. I don't really know, but I'll definitely be mentioning this creature later on for sure. And yes, so he reveals that the mist gets people who are in contact with it to be hostile in certain ways. So, and yes, there really is a connection between the Kuja, but between Mist, Kuja, and the Black Mages. So, Kuja made the Black Mages, which are products of the Mist, and yeah, so, and the Iifa Tree is pretty much like a filter of mist, which is transmitted through a different place altogether, which I don't want to talk about at the moment. I'm trying to keep this somewhat spoiler free, but you know, I still want to kind of keep some suspense here. I do mention a little bit spoilers, but only like certain stuff we're going to be fighting. So, Soul Cage. If you're fighting this boss fairly, which I'm not going to, you want to have the... Oh, yeah, first, yeah, it uses level 5 death, so... Let's revive our players here. Vivian, Zidane. Echo, too. Uh-oh. Yeah, so... This may be bad. So yeah, it opens with level 5 death, which is annoying. And it does other attacks, which, let's see who, it's gonna kill it on. Yeah, so I should have done this earlier. If I get killed, I'll just come back to this point off screen and start the next video. But we use Mustard Bomb. Mustard Bomb causes the burning status effect. So if you make a move while you're burning, you die instantly. So, yeah. So that's why you need body temperature. Burning can be cured just by standing there and not taking any action. And yeah, we're not gonna. Alright, we're not gonna survive. And I'm not going to worry about getting any AP for this fight. I really wanted to get a lot of AP from this battle, but looks like Sarah's going to get it all. I'll probably repeat this fight off screen, just so I can. Okay, well, whatever, I got killed anyways. Yeah, Soul Cage is pretty difficult, especially if you are stupid enough to have levels in multiples of 5. I'm going to get this area off screen and come back in the next video. So, there you go. Take care, everybody.